into Asians. We got to get into our chopsticks. Our chopsticks racist, and the use of and using chopsticks in a commercial, is that racist?
What?
So yes, let's pull this up. So Rach, pull up the BBC article. This was sent to us earlier in a text by Jordan Damiani, our guitar player. He was laughing about, because we always laugh. We're always in these weird group chats where we talk about like stupid things that we see, or like we just have these hilarious conversations because there's so much craziness out there. And he was just he was laughing about how everything is racist now. And so there's this commercial that was in England. It was an advertisement for Burger King, and it should be in the Young Lion.
They took that. The tweet is now not public anymore.
Oh wow!
That's in the article.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I can look on finding it, but give me a minute.
No, it's cool. So basically, there was a commercial where Burger King is doing this Vietnamese burger. And in the advertisement, they were eating the burger with these giant chopsticks. People were, you know what I mean? Right. Like, oh, it's a Vietnamese burger, and they're eating it with chopsticks. It was supposed to be like a funny thing, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But of course, Twitter. There you go. So these giant chopsticks. So of course, Twitter erupts with the outrage. All of these Asian people were outraged, and Jordan was like,
what the hell?
I didn't tweet it. I didn't tweet anything at all.
Yeah.
You know.
So there was tons of like Asian people tweeting,
right,
you know, from all different cultures and backgrounds about how offensive this was and cultural appropriation. And we were just talking about how racist Asians are, right?
Right.
So in response to Jordan's message, I was like, yeah, okay, but this is okay. And I started posting all of these racist Asian commercials.
Yeah.
Maybe
the one with the black guy coming out the washing machine.
Yes. Please
Let's
play that.
Let's play it.
But dude, there is so many.
There's many more.
There is so many.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at this one. Oh yeah. Come here, black guy. You're sexy, but I'm gonna make you even more sexy.
That's right. 'Cause that's how you clean black guys.
And he comes out looking like Niggity.
Not only did he turn out Asian and white,
Looks like a sweet ass K-pop.
his hair got straight too.
Yeah.
So apparently that takes naps out. So then you got to show that. So that one was in China, okay?
That is crazy.
Like Patrice O'Neal does a stand up. I was watching his stuff after you sent me that clip. He was like, he said something about Chinese people being racist. He was like, and when I say Chinese people, I mean people that come from there.
Now, I'm going to say China, but I don't mean China. I just mean countries that Chinese people come from.
Yeah. So there's another commercial. I want you to show the I think it's Kanyang chicken. The one this one's in Korea.
Okay.
It's the chicken commercial.
Oh, I think I saw this. They're on the beach.
Yeah, is it on the beach?
There's one with them
with the tribe. The
tribe. Yes, this is it.
So they're about to sacrifice him until he says,
누구나 좋아하는 맛 교촌 치킨.
Okay. So he's about to be sacrificed. They're gonna eat him because they're cannibals, clearly, right? Yeah. But instead, he's like, he yells out, "Chicken!" and they all stop. Got this chicken. And then he uses his Asian magical powers to manifest chicken, fried chicken right in front of them, and then they love him after that. Okay, so now last one. Okay, there's plenty, but I gotta show this one. This one's in I think it was in Thailand, and it's a skin bleaching commercial.
Oh god!
And you have to read the subtitles, bro, and what they're talking about. It's like the most blatant thing. Oh no, not this one. I'm sorry. It's the other one, but I think that one's in Thailand too. But this one, that one is hilarious. That one right there. Yeah.
that one.
That one.
All right.
คุณรู้อะไรมากว่าคริสจะมาถึงตรงนี้ได้
The competition was very
การ
high.
แข่งขันมันสูงมาก
If I stop
จะอ
taking
ยู่
care
ได้
of
นา
myself,
นๆไม่
everything
ใช่
I've
เรื่องง่าย
invested in,
แล้วถ้าคริสหยุดดูแลตัวเองเมื่อไหร่
all the
ทุกอย่าง
whiteness
จะ
I
ทุ่มเท
worked
มา
All the whiteness.
ความขาวที่ล
can
ง
be
ทุนไว้
lost, and why she turns black.
เด็กใหม่ที่เข้ามาแทนที่
The new
อาจ
kids
ทำ
will
ให้เรากลาย
replace
เป็น
me.
ดาว
Wow.
แค่ขาวก็ชนะ
Whiteness
ไม่
makes you win.
สโนว์กลูต้าเข้มข้นที่สุด ผสมเมล็ดกีวี
Wow.
ช่วยให้ไม่กลับมาดำ
Whiteness
เหมือน
makes
กลู
you
ต้าทั่ว
win,
ไป
bro.
ข่าว
Kiwi
นี้รันคริส
seeds.
มั่น
Kiwi
ใจ
seeds. It's fine.
โซซีเครต
I didn't know kiwis turned you white.
Wow.
แค่ขาวก็ชนะ
But a kiwi on it is fresh.
Bro, I gotta eat more kiwis.
Dude.
Gotta get rid of this melanin, bro.
Crazy.
That is
But
bad.
that other clip that had like a whole series of like Thai commercials that were racist, and there was other ones that were just strictly about like being as white as you possibly can be, and how that makes you better. Like, dude, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that's why to me it's like, how are y'all offended by some chopsticks when y'all are producing some of the most racist stuff I've ever seen?
And love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's just normal.
And that's all over Asia.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I found them
we
at every
talked about
spot.
that before. You know how they.
You could go on Google on YouTube right now and click and type in racist Asian commercials and find a slew, and you'll just be there for days.
There's a girl group, I think in Japan or something like that, and they're in blackface and they're dressed up. They have cornrows, the attitude, you know. It's just insane.
Yeah, Mon. We gotta. We don't understand. You have to explain to us.
I don't know because I'm dark.
He's a dark Asian. You look. You failed. You don't let your whiteness win.
I picked too many blueberries as a child.
Failed your people.
Yeah, man.
Can we see Fair and Handsome?
You gotta see Fair and Handsome one more time.
Fair and handsome.
Let's watch Fair and Handsome.
अरे दीवानो मुझे पहचानो कहाँ से आया मैं हूँ कौन
परी हूँ मैं परी हूँ मैं
मर्दों की सख्त त्वचा के लिए पिंक फेयरनेस क्रीम नहीं बनी। फेयर एंड हैंडसम नाम तो सुना ही होगा। 11 मुल्कों के मर्दों की सख्त त्वचा के लिए इसे लगाओ, गजब का गोरापन पाओ।
Want a draw?
अब फैन से बचना मुश्किल ही नहीं,
नामुमकिन है.
फेयर एंड हैंडसम
Yo, I
नाम तो
love
सुना ही
that
होगा।
commercial. It was so funny.
Fair and Handsome is funnier than all
Funny.
of those. Jake didn't even get to see that.
I saw it.
Oh, you
in
saw
my
it when
bed.
when you watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
Dude, I couldn't believe it.
K-pop GIF.
You see what? Like I talked with you about this before, Jamie. Like how K-pop is. I saw a documentary.
Dude.
Yeah, I saw a documentary on Vice.
Yeah.
About how K-pop they idolize the hip hop culture. They love that culture.
They love the culture, but hate the blacks.
But hate the blacks.
You know what's funny about that? I'm sitting here thinking, and this all reminds me of Dave Chappelle, Clayton Bigsby.
Clayton Bigsby.
This is Clayton. Because it's perfect.
Yeah, man. It's hilarious.
That was his first episode, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First episode. Clayton Bigsby. But yeah, Asians are racist, man. Asians are they really, really hate black skin. Like they
They do.
hate
But that's
it,
what
man.
colonialism has done, though.
Do you
right?
think it's colonialism?
I think-
I feel like they've always been obsessed with that. What's this, right? Oh yeah. That is the classic right there.
Clayton Bigsby. Well, my thing is, I think, yes. Is that in them? Yes, but I think colonialism have left a terrible, because if ever you go to these places, wherever there was colonization, they have basically kept those idea and philosophy, because you can go to certain places and they're dressed like in the old army outfits.
Right.
They're dressed, you know what I mean? So they definitely, because they're not dressed in the traditional. Like if you look at what's the guy? Is it Mao Zedong? Like, or one of the dictators over there that killed who was the guy in the Khmer Rouge?
Pol Pot.
Pol Pot.
Yeah,
he's dressed like a little. You know what I mean? Like he's not dressed in. He's not dressed in the traditional.
Right.
Like they always, these cultures. Like even if you go to Africa, Idi Amin, they're dressed like little British generals.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you look at them.
Well, that's where they learned. Like Pol Pot. Like he, as much as he didn't like, Western civilization, he studied.
Sure dressed like him.
He studied in France.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. I think colonialism. So now, if that's affecting the men that way, how would it affect the women? Because this skin bleaching thing.
Well, China was different because
China and Japan both were different because they never really got colonized.
Well, yeah, they did, but then they got kicked out.
Right.
But they were affect. You know what I'm saying? Like there was still like, okay, look at like for a long time I loved Japanese anime.
Right.
You know, I when I was a kid I was into it, but I noticed that all of the characters were white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't even draw them like them.
They don't even draw them looking Asian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
My favorite character on Street Fighter.
Yeah. All of the
Ryu,
games that we grew up.
Ryu.
Yeah. Look at their names.
Really look
Ryu.
Japanese.
Yeah.
Ryu.
Yeah.
You know, Raiden.
Yeah.
Scorpion. They were all white.
Yeah.
All of these, and the ones who had like, maybe Dulcim or whatever it is, but
no, they will character the shit up all the other,
right.
like Dulcim. What was it? Blanco was from Brazil. He was a freaking monster.
Yeah. DJ.
Yeah, DJ, the black guy boxer. He looked like
the
Mike
Russian
Tyson.
guy.
The Russian guy,
Zangief.
Everyone else,
Zangief.
every other culture was like a caricature of themselves.
Yeah.
But the Japanese guys just look
Hold
normal.
up, but
Even
the main guy,
Bison, he was from Thailand.
yeah,
The main boss,
was he?
Yeah,
he's
Thai.
He's
Really?
from Thailand,
Dude.
In the movies?
he had the outfit on. No, in the game.
Great. Wait, hold on. I gotta tell you guys this joke. The best part about Street Fighter the movie was there is a scene where they're standing in the tent, and what was the Russian guy again? Zangief. Bison is telling Zangief that there's a bomb, and he's watching it via the TV, and he says, "Quick, turn off the TV." He thinks
he makes him seem stupid.
That's a terrible joke. So
oh, man, it's funny.
That movie was terrible.
It was terrible.
yeah, well, who
He's
was
like,
wasn't
"There's
it?
a bomb."
Jean-Claude Van Damme played
Jean-Claude, yeah.
Guile.
Yeah.
But it's just
How's he an American?
He's freaking Austrian or something, right?
He's from France.
He's from France.
He's from Belgium.
Oh, he's from Belgium.
Belgium, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that game, yo. I never thought about that. All of the Asian people look white,
That's
and
what I'm
everyone
saying.
else is like.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
how-
saying. I'm saying
anime is the same way.
the anime is the same way. I noticed that, and they have Goku.
Yeah.
Like what white guy name is Goku?
Right.
You know
They
what I
even
mean?
have that dude with blackface in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
They did.
Is it Popo?
I forget his
It is Popo.
Popo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Popo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm saying, pay attention to it because I never thought of it as a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Ken and Ryu, well, Ken, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, Ken was Ryu's cousin, but he was from America, right? I don't remember.
I don't think he was his cousin. I think it was.
Oh, they trained by the same.
They trained
the same
together.
Sifu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sifu.
whatever. Chun Li
But how
look
come?
Asian.
But how come?
They like Asian women. They like their women to look Asian.
Well, listen, we
They
laugh.
don't.
Yeah.
You know, we're laughing about this, but how come people don't go hard at the Asians?
Dude, I don't know. That's what we were talking about.
But
that
they have
last
their own
week.
culture intact too, so they get you
Well, they used to back in the day. I remember watching the what was that the Bruce Lee movie where he got mad. 'cause
Oh
they
yeah, when
did
Mickey Rooney
yeah
pretended to be him.
Yeah.
Something at Tiffany's, breakfast at Tiffany's.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But they were doing that
and
at-
also Legend. right? That was supposed to be him first,
Yeah.
right?
No, Kung Fu.
Kung Fu, yeah, not Kung Fu. Like,
And they got David Carradine.
Right. So, that's just whites being racist against
No, but I'm not
everybody.
talking. Yeah,
He's not talking about that. He's talking about like all of the offended people that are offended at everything. They never call Asians out.
It doesn't even get. It doesn't get any kind of play, which is kind of funny to me.
I like how we all looking at Moan like, Moan, answer these questions.
Answer these questions for us.
Simone, what do you think, Simone?
Moan is an honorary black guy.
I think from what I understand and what I gathered, the high school I went to was very, very diverse, like hundreds and hundreds of kids and people from literally everywhere, not just like, different places in the world, but like different countries in every part of the world.
Right.
And I had a couple of really close Asian friends that were born here. Their parents were not. And there's like, in my opinion, the way it was explained to me, he was like, my parents are very racist. He was like, but they're not going to like tell you that.
Right.
They're going to tell me that when
Right.
you go upstairs to my bedroom. They're going to be like, why you got this white girl here and what's
Right.
going on and blah, 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 blah. And like, so there's like a community where if you have a certain set of ideals or opinions or philosophies or whatever it may be, good or bad, if you keep that within the community, other people aren't going to know about that as much. It's only now that we're looking on YouTube that we're starting to be like, wait a second, what exactly is going on in all of the marketing on the other side of the world? And a lot of people, like I've seen some of those ads before. We've all seen some of those ads before. There's a lot of people who haven't seen any of those ads before and won't ever see them.
Yeah. That's why we're playing them on Young Line TV.
That's my point. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it doesn't matter all that much.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's
my point in showing that is like, yo, this is all stupid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sensitive.
Like you're getting offended when we could easily get offended at what you do, and everyone can be offended. Like it's all stupid anyway.
Right.
So let's just stop.
like if I go to my friend's house and he's like, my Asian friend's house.
Yeah.
Not your mom, but somebody else. And he's like, listen, my parents are very racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
all right, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? It's
But
not a big.
we also
I'm not gonna be like,
for
F
us
that,
it's a little bit different for us because we come from an environment. We were brought up in an environment where we had to face that at an early age. You know, our grandfather was racist, his grandmother was racist. You know what I mean? Like.
They faced it too, though.
Our grandmother still holds on to some of that prejudice against darker skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like Puerto Ricans, if they're honest with themselves, will admit that. You know what I mean? That they make fun of black people and they talk about black people like this. That's a real thing. You know?
Yeah.
Spanish people in general. Well, we say it all the time. Black people are hated all across the world. Like,
what about I've seen this before. Like Spanish people, Sammy Sosa. Or they just won't acknowledge that they're black.
Right.
Well, that's self-hate.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yo, Dominican, they're literally, if you live in DR, like they teach that in school.
Yeah.
You are from Spain. Like, literally.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, your ancestors
Your
are
descendants from Spain.
And then it's like, but wait, like, they don't even think, like, but you're black as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. No, we are from Spain.
No, papi.
We are not African.
No black.
Like, and it was drilled into them.
Right.
A lot of them. So it's like, it's weird.
I want to go back to what she was saying about that being a secret, like with Asians. I think that's what it is. I think for them as a group, they'll keep that to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you look at the history of this country, especially white males were allowed at one time to say and do anything when it comes, because they were lower than you. So you could be like,
yeah, they ran the country.
Right. But I'm saying you could say whatever you wanted. Right. And it was the Archie Bunker effect.
Right.
You could say whatever you want to, and the whole thing about Archie Bunker, he was this guy in this changing world.
Right.
Right. But there was a time when his thoughts and his behavior was normal. And for a lot of Asians, when they come here, they hold on to their traditions. But aside from that, they're like, well, I'm not trying to blend.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they kept it, like she said, like they'll go upstairs and they'll ask the question, but they'll never tell you that.
Right.
You know?
But it's it's deeper than that too. Like the not wanting to blend is like businesses and family, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's that's a very small piece of it, and you can kind of argue like whether that's good or bad. Like, if you come here and you're not from here and things are going to be hard, maybe you should be sticking with your community and building and supporting their businesses, etc. But altogether, there was overall this like, we have each other's backs. We have our opinions, but we're not going to be out in the street trotting it up and down because it's none of your business. Like, what do you care what we think of you? Kind of that thing.
Right.
And Jamie,
but what I'm saying is you can't be offended by that commercial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're being honest.
If you're being yes.
If you're in the Asian community, because we know just from our involvement, and we know, and it's even in the black community. Like, if you're honest, black people say messed up shit about white people all the time.
Yeah, they do.
Racist stuff, and other races, and Asians, and
we
Mexicans.
all do it. We're human beings. We all do it.
So if you're gonna be honest with yourself, you should not be offended by these things.
Right.
I think everybody does it. Like, I'm watching Green Book.
Yeah.
Green Book. That's called, right?
Mm-hmm.
They called him what? What did they call him?
I don't remember.
Eggplant or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, like that's just how
we all do it. But
cultures and different type of people.
We talk about it all the time, like, because your sister is friends with a lot of Indian people, not to call her out, but like, and just like your interaction and my interaction, like, certain ones that will like they'll date a bunch of black dudes. We know from Stan, right?
Secretly,
right? Like in high school.
Yeah.
But when it's time to get serious and the parents need to meet them and we're getting married, nope, it's not gonna happen. It's got to be,
Yeah.
But
whites are acceptable.
Not all the time though. Sometimes they'll stray out there.
No, there's always exceptions to the rule.
Rebel.
There's always exceptions to the rule. But even in the Asian community, it's like Asian women will bring a white dude home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or
but it doesn't seem to work the opposite way around though, because you don't see a lot of white girls with Asian guys. You see more white guys with Asian girls. I think it's fetishized a little bit too.
It is.
But I'm just saying you don't see, to me, when I look at it, I don't see as much Asian men with white women. You know what I mean? As much as you see white guys with Asian women.
I feel like Indian men,
I've dated white women.
You see more with.
But I'm saying
you're not the same.
You're
type
not.
Of Asian.
It's a little different.
I see more Indian men with white.
You're
women
not Asian.
than like Chinese or like you know what I mean. But
let's look at the census on one of the dating site. I think Asian men were the least, right?
Right. Yes.
So.
Yes.
I don't even want to get into that. But anyway.
But to bring everything kind of back to the beginning, like you were saying, how can you get mad when we're seeing these exact same things displayed and it's nothing new and everyone's culture struggles with these issues?
Right.
You guys have all been saying, set the standard. So no double standards, which is what we wake up and turn on our phones and that's all that's thrown at us is these double standards from different sides.
Right.
So whatever's racist, let it be racist, call it racist, but it's everywhere and recognize that it's everywhere. It's a huge problem. It's not just this tiny little isolated
But is
thing.
it a problem?
I think it is a problem that right now we're seeing commercials like some of those skin bleaching ones that we just watched.
But to me, it's like, why is that a problem? If that's something that is prevalent in that community and they can market that to them in that way, then so what? It doesn't affect me in any way. I don't give a shit about that.
I think the issue for me comes in wherein, specifically for that kind of thing, so you're putting on somebody, okay, you're not going to make it unless you're lighter. That's going on in that community.
Right.
But what about the youth of that community and how they're going to come up? Do we just say, oh, because you're that community over there on that side of the world, it doesn't matter that all of your little girls and boys are coming up saying, I'm dark, and so I fail all the time. And if I don't put on skin bleaching cream, I'm never going to make it. I do think that, well, then what do we have the internet for if not to talk about things like that? That's a problem.
I definitely think that it's something that, we should aspire to not believe in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like color.
I mean,
matters.
it's
definitely
a problem in terms of
human nature.
What is wrong with you? There's a fear.
Right. I understand your point of like to the outrage.
Yeah. Like,
does this make
do we need
sense?
to get this company shut down?
So
or
maybe
do we
more the outrage culture,
right?
You know, but I do say yes, you do have to care about it because the world is getting. I'm sorry, the world is getting smaller, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying this. The reason it should matter is this: we all have children,
right?
And you and I have a daughter. You have a daughter. If my daughter, let's say the world changes in 20 years from now, and my daughter has to go to China to work to get a job for consulting or whatever she's doing, and that
she's
type,
screwed, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I want the world to be a place where she could go and she doesn't. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's why we should care.
Dude,
I don't think it matters. I think it has to do because we need to teach our kids. God is the key.
Right.
To all this, guys. You got to bring it back to God. Because why are they insecure? Because they lack a foundation in their security. So they go to those things. And if we teach our kids to be secure in God, then they can go in that situation. They can change people's minds. Mm-hmm. You know, they can go in confidence and not be afraid of what's going to happen in those situations. And that's the issue. You have to change people's minds by not falling for or even being afraid of it.
So even if you have to go into that environment, you're not going to be affected by it.
Right.
You know?
And like I was saying, like you go to somebody's house who you know they're racist and you're friends with their
we've been there. We've been
there. Yeah.
You've done it because you've dated white girls in the past where you knew their parents were racist. You know what I mean? And it's just something you've had to deal with. You know.
And it doesn't even affect you in that way. And it's when it affects you to where you're like, how do I deal with this? You know, like
right. That's when you're controlled by it still.
You're exactly
right, and that's the key, not to be controlled by commercials with chopsticks in them.